We happy? Vincent? We happy?
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch once again, part of my Bootcamp series. And what do I have for you today? It's the dungeon guide for the Lightless Arbor. It is a dungeon that has an interesting boss mechanic and a gold sink aspect to it. So for this video, we're going to go through the entire dungeon. I'm going to show you the boss fight and I'm going to show you the reward and give you some tips and tricks. Now, if you did not know this, when you have the Lightless Arbor key, this is all that is required. You right click on the key and this will pull up the map automatically and you will see right here the Lightless Arbor. Now, of course, you will have to be at a point in the game where you have unlocked this location. But once you have the location unlocked, you click it and we're going to transfer there now. And we have arrived at the Lightless Arbor. Couldn't be easier. Click on the door, grab your key, put it in and enter, and then select what tier you want to go in at. We are simply going to click tier 1. So it is nice and easy and I could show you all the different mechanics. Now inside of the Lightless Arbor, you are going to have a burning amber and you will see this above your head. And this is very important for the actual dungeon mechanic. Right now I am in my werebear and you will see that I have the ember above my head. Now as a melee class, I am not really gonna send out the ember because I will not need to do that. But if you are a ranged class and you wanted to see out into the darkness, you can hit D and send out your ember. And now you can see and you can fight, but for the most part for me, I just like leaving it right on top and just tearing up everything I see. This is my lightning werebear I am currently playing. Very, very fun build. And we should just absolutely crush this dungeon. Now, just like all the other dungeons, there are 2 floors. So basically you got to find 2 doors. And we are just going to continue to move around, seeing if we can find it, which we eventually will. Come on. There it is. We've got the arrow. And door 1, enter. We are now entering the second part, and it teaches you what you're going to have to do at the boss right here. We actually have to burn these sticks. So we're going to throw our ember there. Kindling, you see it up here. It is burning the sticks. And wham, we can now proceed to the next part. Get it back over our head. And EHG has done a really good job about teaching us about the dungeon and the mechanic for the boss fight during the actual dungeon itself, because that is going to be important later on. So now, just like the first round, we are going to run through this dungeon and try and find the second door. So I think at this point now, you don't need to see me run around anymore. We are going to jump forward to the second door and the boss. We have now found the second door, and this is the little room before the boss fight. So we are now going to fight the mountain beneath. And here is the mountain. Look at this big old tree. It's literally a mountain. You can actually see the mountain running around in the EHG trailer at the bottom. He's got his big old arms that hit down, especially for tier 3 and 4. You got to be very careful on those. Drops some enemies from the roof, yells at you. Now this is what you need to do. You go to one side, break the roots, and then you want to hit D like it taught us earlier. And now this is going to be kindling. And during that time, you want to be dodging these mechanics, trying not to get hit while this is going. And this side is now done. It's all on fire. And then pretty simple, you run over to the other side. Blow up the roots, throw the kindling in, and then you just let it burn. Again, you don't want to get hit by all of these projectiles. All right, kindling is in, and boom, both sides are on fire. Now he is going to fall over, and we're going to run in his mouth. There he goes. And now you enter the mountain. Sounds weird. And now we got to destroy his heart. Oh, wow. Don't hit too hard. All right. So we got to block this projectile. It's really, really easy. Get close to the heart. A lot of different AoE attacks. Get behind. Very simple. And that is the fight. Heart is dead. And now this is the gold sync reward. This is the gold sync reward. Come over here. Click, and this is the Vault of Uncertain Fate. This is the Vault of Uncertain Fate. Now, right now, I've got almost 20 million gold. And then you just pick. Adds a chest that drops many runes and glyphs. I will accept. Adds a chest that drops a magic item, a rare item, and a unique item. I accept. Adds a chest that drops several idols. I accept. A random chest drops 45% more items multiplicative. I accept. Adds an additional glyph of chaos to each chest. I accept. All items from every chest have a 50% chance to be duplicated. I accept. Add several rare weapons and to a random chest. I decline. Adds an additional rare pair of boots to a chest. I decline. Adds several rare weapons to a chest. Decline. Adds a chest that drops several idols. Decline. Adds an idol to every chest. Accept. Adds an additional glyph. Adds a chest that drops many runes and glyphs. And you can see the price starting to go up. Adds jewelry. Maximum modifiers chosen. Enter the vault. And we run in. Here is our reward from the dungeon. And there you have it. This is the Lightless Arbor. Now, if you're doing tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, and you put in 5, 6, 7 million gold, it is just a sea of loot. But now you have an idea of the dungeon, how to get to it, the key needed for it, what the actual mechanic for the boss fight is, and the reward. So all of my dungeon videos are in the Bootcamp series, how to craft, how to organize your stash tab, how to make a loot filter. This series, I'm really trying to help out the last Epoch community, and I'm hoping this video on the Lightless Arbor helps. That's all I've got. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.